this week. That just goes to show how eh, it's easy for people to get into financial sort of challenges because of what businesses out there are just doing in the course of their business. So I received a call this week from my mobile phone provider, just a marketing call, saying that, you know what, Mr. Libs, um, you have your broadband is 250 Mbps, megabytes per second, sort of the speed of it, and we have an offer for you. You can take it up to 1,000 Mbps, very fast. You can do all sorts of things with it, and for just an additional cost, just a little bit, it won't be too much. So I thought about it and said, hang on, 250 Mbps does fantastic for me, works really well for me. And I don't really need a very fast broadband speed. Yeah, but the way they were marketing it, I could easily have played into their hands and said, yeah, sign me up. And they were even saying that you don't have to pay anything right now. We'll just update your details in the system, and from next month, we'll start collecting the extra charge. But look at that. It's so easy, so deceptive. They use the alluring of speed and very good things and to get you into things. And I'm just wondering how many people out there do receive such calls from companies out there saying we can offer you this good thing and this better thing, better than you have right now, because we all want better, we want good, we want big in our lives. But if you don't sit down and think and say, hang on, do I really need this thing? You might be incurring extra costs or charges for something you didn't even need or want, never even thought about. But because someone from these companies called you up and said, we have this to offer to you, and you think it's really good, yeah, faster speed and something like that, you just go for it. You probably are receiving mails on your door saying, take this is very good, have this upgrade on your thing, have this upgrade for just a little bit of money. You have to be careful to watch your money, to watch it from the hooks, those who want to just come and take it from you. And it's so easy when you have money for you to say, yeah, I can afford it, yeah, why not? But that's beside the point. Your money should be going to build your wealth, to get you to a state where you're financially very stable, secure, uh, things like that. Not just additionally buying more and more things, going for more and more things. I have broadband. It's working perfectly well. I don't need any further. So that's just sort of something I just wanted to bring to your attention today, that you might be going and you might be receiving offers from organizations and companies. They're in business. And of course, in business, you have to market. You have to go out to the customers if customers are not coming to you. You have to tempt them with things. But you have the power, you have the authority to say yes or no to these offers and stop sliding into paying more and more, increasing your expenses and reducing the amount you would otherwise take and use to build up your financial estate. The second thing that happened again is, let me show you here. This one, I logged in onto my mobile banking app, and I saw this in yellow here. You have been pre-selected to apply for a loan, 50 grand for 60 months, subject to blah, blah. And I know this bank doesn't offer you this if they know that you're not able to so pre-selected, they say. So you sort of feel like, oh yeah, I've been pre-selected. And you feel like it's money you can take. Yeah, I know I can pay this off. Yeah, well, yeah, I can pay this off. Yeah, so why not? And then all sorts of ideas come to your mind now and say that, okay, 50 grand, wow, I could do this, I could do that, I could do that. And then you sort of get tempted to go for it. And I know, again, I'm bringing this as an example to show that an offer, when you're offered something, it's subject to acceptance or rejection. It's okay to say no to an offer that you don't like. I remember one time I fell into something like this. I went to a supermarket and there were people that were sort of giving offers for credit cards and whatever. Had no idea. I hadn't planned to get a credit card. I had just gone to do my shopping with my family, and they called me aside and they told me, "Oh, this credit card, this not interest rate and whatever." That was back then, not they knew me now, and I fell for it. I went for it. I was in trouble after a while because I spent on that credit card. They kept increasing my credit limit, and eventually, I was in big trouble, as it does happen. So offers are there. Financial institutions will give you offers because they are businesses. You have to know that they will do that. They will market themselves. If customers are not going to them, they will go after customers. They'll give you all sorts of offers to lure you in to say, you can do that. Just imagine if I'd said, yes, I go for this loan, 50 grand. The interest rate, I don't know what even it would be. I don't really need it, you know, to go for that 50 grand. But ideas could be creeping if I've not disciplined myself enough. You say, oh, looks like this free money, so to say. Oh, let me go for it. And I'll be in big trouble. So you might be receiving this. You remember around festive seasons, you see mailings come to your post, credit cards and what offers and sorts of things. But you have to know that you have the power to say yes or no. But I hope you choose to be saying no to things that really would lead you into some sort of financial challenges. You don't have to compulsively walk into things that will bind you. Yeah, it's like someone coming to you and saying that I offer you this now, but in the next couple of years, I'll be taking more money from you. What would you say to them if they came like that? You say, come on, get lost. Am I stupid? You think I'm a fool? But this is what financial institutions do, but in a very subtle way. They just want to take more from you in the future by offering you something now, and then you say yes. So you have to be careful. You run your own life, you run your finances, have mastery over your finances in such a way. So whenever I talk about debt here, I'm talking about consumer credit. There are some debts where people want to go to business. Lots of wonderful companies that serve us well started off by borrowing money somehow, somewhere. But I'm so much against consumer credit. And there are lots of people who go for it. But the thing is, if you want to get out of the woods, you don't have to be like everyone else. There are many people who will still go for credit and consumer credit and use it. But if you want to be different, if you want to be on the other side, then you have to choose differently. In society, for time immemorial, there have been the poor, there have been people in the middle class, and there have been people who are rich. And it's going to be the same throughout history. You have to make a choice where you want to be. Do you want to be along the line of the poor, along the lines of those who are in the middle class, or do you want to be on the higher level? That's a choice you have to make. And there are behaviors that you have to have in order to be either middle or higher. And there are people, it's inevitable, some people will be at the bottom tier, but no one is forced there. It's a choice people make consciously or unconsciously. If you want to get out of there, you have to be very conscious in the way you use your money, in the way you master your money, in the way you behave around money. So, in a nutshell, the offers that financial institutions give you, or even these other companies give you, you don't have to take it if you don't need it. You just say yes or no. You know what your status are, you know what your financial situation is like. Even if you can afford it, if you don't need it, don't go for it. In a nutshell. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. Um, and I hope what I've shared with you is useful. You have control over your own financial destiny. And don't allow businesses, because of their marketing efforts, to just lure you into big problems. You decide whether you want it or not. Sometimes it's hard. Temptation is there. Try to resist it. Thank you so much for listening to me. And until we meet again next time, be sure to take good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.